What's going on, guys? Pegasus and the Wise Guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. That's me not talking. It's me shaking my head because I had to come to my binder and look at something. I had noticed something at Locals. Shout out to the homie Ryan Mahoney. We had talked at Locals. I had picked up Adagnister for a friend because, you know, it may be a upcoming profile coming soon, upcoming Nats coverage coming soon. But the card we were talking about is Meows Click because it's a cute kitty and we just got to talk about it. Essentially, guys, what I wanted to talk about is Meows Click, which is an interesting level 4 Earth Cyberse effect monster with 1400 attack and 1100 defense. This card recently came out in Burst of Destiny, and it specifically says if a field spell card is activated, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then, if face-up cards are in both field zones, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects this turn. You can only use this effect of Meows Click once per turn. During your turn, the effects of the face-up card in your opponent's field zone are negated. During your opponent's turn, the effects of the face-up cards in your field zone are negated. Why is this card good? Let's talk about it a little bit. It became a bit of an obvious pop-up in a deck like Adagnister because simply having AI Island on the field will easily let this card be summoned out of your hand. And then essentially if you're going against, let's say, people playing Mystic Mine, because Mystic Mine is everywhere, I believe this is a pretty solid card inside of specific Cyberse decks to add to it, to your repertoire, to be able to stun your opponent and their strategy, because it's not an activating effect. The other card I wanted to talk about is Night Beam. It initially came out in Galactic Overlord, and it says target one set spell or trap card your opponent controls and destroy that target. Your opponent cannot activate the targeted card in response to this card's activation. Now, yes, Twin Twister, Cyclone, Evenly, Reboot, all of these cards are so much better than Night Beam. It's not even funny. So why the hell am I mentioning it? I feel like inside of this format where we have so many decks like Despia, like Sword Soul, like Drytron, and so many other decks that specifically can die hard to a powerful trap card such as Dimensional Barrier. The trend that I was specifically noticing is that each and every time someone had Dimensional Barrier, it was really obvious where it was. They usually didn't have much other back row, and they were waiting specifically to make me minus in card advantage, like let's say activate Meteonis Drytron. I observed a game or two where I watched Sword Soul playing and they were trying to wait for Longwand to be summoned, and on and on. Might not work at quite the same speed as, let's say, a Despia deck, because they essentially know you have super poly cards and cards of that nature, so they're going to try to preempt you with a Dimensional Barrier. But it's just something that I've noticed, guys. Observing Sword Soul again, observing Despia again, as I've been mentioning, and then obviously with Drytron, as I mentioned as well. It's just something to consider. We essentially have an avalanche of videos coming, guys. Everything from 2 separate Drytron deck profiles, some combo tutorials as well, an Adagnister deck profile online and a little bit in real life, because there's just so much to talk about, because it's a powerful Nationals choice and it doesn't specifically lose to anything and has an excellent dice roll. Make sure you look out for that. But as far as this, let me know what you think about Night Beam and Meows Click down in the comments, and we'll see you next time. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Pegasus signing out. Arrivederci.